What's up, Bomb Squad? It's episode 25. It's June 11th. It's a Thursday show on a Monday. I'm joined here with my co-host Tones. Tones, how you doing?
Doing great, Tom. How you doing?
Good.
Great. Love it.
Yeah. Just got out of work. It's Monday. I hate Mondays.
Garfield?
Yeah, just like Garfield. No lasagna though for me. But anyway, so our Thursday show, everybody knows the format. We have Talking Flicks, world famous segments, and a classic 4-pack of questions. Happy to say that nobody's getting electrocuted on today's show because that stunk. Stunk.
Nobody's getting electrocuted that we know of.
Right. That's
always a possibility.
There's always a possibility that lightning can strike at any moment and electrocute you that way, or it's just a freak accident like TV falls into a puddle of water and
Yeah. Or maybe there's like faulty wiring in your headset and just shocks you.
Yeah, because we have a new segment coming up that might make that a little bit more plausible. Little hint: we're going to be talking to ghosts today, so looking forward to that with my spirit box. So before we get into any of that, we have some news.
Is it good or bad? Come on, give it to me.
Well, actually, I don't know. It's bad news, to normal people that feel bad for other people. But, when it comes to your sports teams first, I can actually consider this good news because ESPN's Pedro Gomez reported early Monday morning that Los Angeles Angels expect Ohtani to undergo Tommy John surgery and miss the remainder of the 2018 season and the entire 2019 season. So Ohtani's out until the next presidential election.
That's insane. I mean, you hate to see it. I mean, I hate to see
it. I mean, it's a really terrible thing.
Yeah, I mean, a little hamstring or something, whatever. People get hurt, but to miss like a year and a half, more than a year and a half of time for an injury, that's especially a guy that was so young and had so much, has so much promise. And who knows if Tommy John, sometimes guys can't come back from that. Or at least they're not the same. Sometimes they come back better, sometimes they're not. Everyone's different. But it's always something you have to worry about with these Japanese pitchers.
Yeah. Because I felt like there was this vibe of just really him being fragile the entire way through. I just felt like he was never hurt, but I was just like, this guy just feels like he's made of glass for some reason.
Well, a lot of the Japanese players like that. I don't know if it's like the way they play.
Fucking Tanaka was running the bases the other day and tore his hamstring. What is with Japanese pitchers running 30 yards? They always tweak their. Remember what's his name? Chien-Ming Wang in Houston.
Yep,
ran at third base, fucking ripped his knee in half.
He was never the same. He had like 2 straight 19-win seasons. He was supposed to be like our next guy, and
ran
then
at third base,
done. Yeah, never the same.
Yeah. But so I mean, but it always just because he hits and he pitches and they were still trying to figure out his time because I feel like he was only pitching once every week and a half. Like he wasn't he would always get a start skipped in a
every once in a while he would get a start skipped. It was I think they just kind of went off when they thought he can go.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to alter it to him maybe that worked.
And then he was like, okay, I'm ready to go. My arm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean. Maybe they got him out of rhythm, kind of, because pitchers and baseball players, they're creatures of habit. You have the same routines, the same, processes you go through, and if you mess with that, you could be messing with his. I mean, first of all, his ability to perform, and also his health. Clearly, I mean,
So the Angels lose their best pitcher and one of their best hitters, all in one. That's it's all cool. Hey, look at this guy, he can pitch and hit, and it's great. And then when he goes down, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean that's
a pitcher and a hitter now.
That's kind of one of the reasons why people don't do both.
Yeah,
if you get hurt doing one, then you're fucked for both.
Exactly. So. And as Yankee fans, we dodged a bullet officially. I think it's safe to say that. So, Cashman, he tried to get him. It was his main target for years, and he chose the Angels over us, and it was a little upsetting. But now here we are. We're sitting here on June 11th, and he's dead. So it's too bad. Sorry. Sorry, Angels. Are they Los Angeles or Anaheim? I always forget.
Los Angeles, Angels, Anaheim.
That's fucking stupid. One or the other.
Yeah, well, they used to be the Anaheim. Then they went to LA, and then they went to Los Angeles Angels, Anaheim.
Okay.
Because they're in Anaheim, which is really close to LA.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know where the
they just want that Los Angeles tag for money purposes.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I live. You
live in Los Angeles? I thought you lived in New York.
No. But I'm saying so hear me out. So on my address is one city name, right? One town. But I really live in another town. But I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I get so confused when people ask me what town I live in, because technically I live in this one town, White Plains, right? That's my address. But like, if you think of White Plains, it's like this downtown little kind of city area. And I'm really nowhere near that. I'm like 10, 15 minutes away from that. But that's my town. So I really live in another town. But within that town, I live like in a hamlet. That's another thing. So it's like, and no one knows.
You live in a hamlet? What's a hamlet?
I don't even know. It's just like a little like collection of streets. It's like, this is the hamlet of whatever.
Oh.
I don't want to give up my location exactly. But
yeah, well, you told me White Plains. Yeah, because he's afraid that I'm going to send ghosts to him. He like refuses to let me know.
Yeah, when he was the other night, he was fixing my power.
Yeah, his power went out. I opened up the spirit box and I was just like, is there anybody out there who is an electrician? My friend who does this great podcast with me, his power went down and we need to edit this show so that we can get it out. And then I was like, is there anybody who wants to talk? And then I heard, Steven. I was like, Steven, can you help us out? And then he sounded pumped to do it. And then lo and behold, like 13 minutes later, your power came back on. So
yeah. And he was like, oh, what's your address? I'm going to tell Steven where you live.
Well, I was like, all right, like Steven, I can't get his address, but I told him your name and he found you pretty quickly. So he knew who you were.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be posting my house now. But yeah, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about Ohtani and the Angels are the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
And how stupid that is.
But we got to move on for that because we got a lot to talk to. I mean, tongue twister. A lot to talk about today. So we're going to jump right into talking flicks. All right.
Do you like films?
Sure. So we both gave each other movies. Is what we do for this. So I gave him 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, and he gave me the Delco experiment.
Belco.
Oh, the B? Oh, my bad. Yep. Delco, Delaware County.
A little bit different.
Very different. Maybe not actually. So do you want to go first since you watched first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So 3 billboards over Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, you can just call it billboards.
Billboards. Okay, yeah, billboards. So billboards. I was up for the Academy Award this year, so I went into it with high expectations, and it was a good movie. I like the actors in it. I mean, what's her name? Frances McDormand.
Yeah, I just call her woman from Fargo.
Yeah. I mean, she's a great actor. She always plays that kind of like rundown, stressed out like housewife.
Yeah,
she plays it really well.
She'd hate me.
Yeah,
very feministic.
But she was good. What's his name? Woody Harrelson. Love that.
Woody Harrelson. Sam Rockwell killed it. That's why the movie was so good.
Yeah.
Even though he played like a very outspoken racist guy, which is terrible. But I mean, he's just an actor. I mean, like, you know, there are racist people out there. You got to play all kinds of characters as an actor. But I thought he crushed it. That scene when he. Oh yeah, friendly reminder. We're gonna spoil everything. So if you don't want to get spoiled, just fast forward. About like 15 minutes. So when he walks across the street and throws that guy out of the window, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah. He walks with this. I guess the guy was like, he sold the billboards, right? He worked for the marketing. Yeah. So she bought the billboards. Basically, her daughter was raped and murdered. And the rape keeps coming up. I'm sorry. I don't know why this keeps happening. Your fault. You're the one who gave me the movie.
Well, you're the one who gave me the rape song originally. So
all right, so we're even. Yeah, I don't know. So she takes out the billboards, basically calling out the police, like, why hasn't anyone been arrested, whatever. And it's just, it kind of shows the ripple effect of her putting up the billboards.
Yeah,
people freaking out. I mean, there was that one scene because she calls out the chief Willoughby, I think his name was. Yeah, calls him out directly, and she goes to the dentist, and he's got her in the chair, and he's like about to start drilling her teeth.
Yeah, like straight up, like
Novocaine. Yeah, because he's like, oh. Right as he's about to start, he was like, Chief Willoughby's got a lot of friends, and she grabs the thing, just stabs him with it. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, she stabs right in the fingernail.
Yeah. I mean, she was a boss. She was. I felt like she took it a little too far, maybe.
Yeah.
Firebombing the police station.
Well, her daughter died a very terrible death.
No, for sure.
The cops kind of just like looked at it for like 20 minutes and were like, not going to find them.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just think maybe a little over.
I can see that.
Give Frances McDormand over the line. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think she was in the right. She might have been like a little bit more extreme about it. And like,
so she was towing the line.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
but no, it was good. Peter Dinklage also
Yeah.
still
A lot of
still
good humor in there. A lot of dark. It's very dark humor at its finest.
yeah, it's a very like dry humor.
Yeah.
It's not people aren't up there telling jokes, but funny shit happens.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Side note, just going back to the dentist scene. Have you ever seen Marathon Man by any chance?
I have. I don't really remember. I just remember that scene.
The dentist scene.
Yeah, you don't forget that scene.
That's probably like one of the only scenes in my life where I can't even like I can't watch it. Like I've
Yeah.
seen like I can do like a lot of stuff with movies and just like psych myself out saying like it's fake or whatever.
Hmm.
But in this scene, if you haven't seen it, like it's basically these Nazi dentists get a hold of the main character and they're like torturing him, and they just like he's like, oh, they found a cavity, and they just fucking like stab it. Oh, it's the worst. It's like probably the most horrible torture I've ever seen in my life.
Is that Dustin Hoffman?
It's Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
young Dustin Hoffman.
And Chief Brody's in it too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So how many sticks of dynamite we giving this?
I'm gonna give it a 7.3. 7.3 sticks of dynamite. It was
You're a tough cookie. I've only
am.
seen it once. I saw it in theaters and I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I do have a very tight rating system.
Did you not like it because Colin Farrell's not in it?
Yeah, that was it. No, I just have a high standard. You know what it is? A lot of times, like the critically acclaimed movies, I'm not as big on.
Mhm.
And like I said, not to take away from this was a really good movie.
Yeah,
Sometimes I like movies that are a little bit different, kind of
yeah,
out there a little
I
bit.
could tell. Yeah. Which brings me to the movie I had to watch, which was the Belko Experiment. What a fucking crazy movie. So basically, it's like Saw a little bit.
Yeah.
So like everybody's in this building, it goes on lockdown. This intercom comes up, and like you have 30 minutes to kill like 10 people. Like, and then like if not, like you're gonna get 30 of you killed. So then like it's just kind of like a social experiment. You see how these people start to think and stuff, and then like it happens, and it turns out that if you wanted to work at this company, they had to like scan a barcode or something in the back of your neck, but they're actually inserting like this little chip.
Basically, what they did is because this office was in Colombia. It was like a government run company. They were in Colombia, and to work there, they put a chip in you in case because there was a lot of kidnappings. Apparently, that's what they told them. So if you went missing, they could track you down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I didn't know why they did it, so I was just like, "What the fuck? Why would anybody take this job?" But anyway, so like all of a sudden, people's heads just start exploding, and like it sounds like bullets and stuff. But then they realize that it's like no, it's the things in the back of our head that they can just detonate at any time. So like I was gonna ask, like, what would you do if you were in this situation? Would you become one of the guys who's just like, all right, we got to go kill 10 people now, or else we risk 30 of us?
I would like to say that it wouldn't, but it's also like the fight or flight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like some people just react like I want to live and this is my best chance. Like, chances are you're still probably not going to live, even if but like at least this way there's a chance.
Yep.
I mean, and there's also the possibility that I'd just be a total pussy. And, which is running high like that one guy was like hiding in the meat locker. I
would have totally been a hider, like if I did, but actually no, like I would have jumped off the roof right in the beginning of the movie. I would have killed myself. There's no way I could live knowing that thing that I have like a bomb that's inside my head that somebody has like a button to make it explode.
Yeah,
and that would drive me insane immediately.
And it was all completely random who they killed. So just like not knowing, like you're just sitting there watching heads explode. Like, my next.
Like that would drive me absolutely to the point of madness in about 2 minutes, and I would jump off the roof. There's no way I want to like sit there with that, like because even when it's over, I don't want to like have that knowing that somebody could just blow me up at any second.
Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, can you go to the doctor or like say like a bomb back here, like can you get it out? I'm sure like they wouldn't. Like what are you gonna do, get the bomb squad in there? Like
hashtag bomb squad, help us.
You can't do a controlled explosion in somebody's fucking head.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You don't know if you pull it out the wrong way, it might go off. It might be rigged, it might be booby trapped.
Yeah. What a stupid. I mean, like I get it's an experiment, like it's just stupid. Like I can't believe
it was kind of a ridiculous concept.
Yeah. And you find out at the end, like they're zooming out, like there's like a million of these experiments going on like at once.
Yeah. And
is there a sequel? Is this a new movie or
this came out in 2016, I think. So
there's definitely room for one.
Right. No, definitely for sure. Definitely could. There's definitely room for a sequel. I haven't heard anything of it yet, but it's possible because it's a fairly new movie.
Okay. I have a plot hole.
Okay.
So the COO, the
Yeah.
main bad guy, shout out. He was the bad guy in the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze too. I thought he was one of the most underrated acting performances of all time. Was that guy in Ghost? One of the best bad guys I've ever
I
seen.
haven't seen Ghost in forever. I gotta go back and watch it.
I'm such a gay. I'm a homo. I've seen Ghost like beyond 15 times.
Oh my god.
I love Ghost.
I just know the pottery scene.
Yeah, that's a good scene. It's a good scene. But so this is like so everybody has to get like the most kills basically. Like that's like the third op from the intercom, and he's like, all right, like the person with the most kills will be able to walk out of here alive. So that's when like because COO turned like totally evil and like just try to get his kill count up. So then he gets stuck in an elevator. And he's like, fuck. And then like everybody's freaking out because the time's up or whatever. And they have to get to like the next challenge or I'm not sure, but he was in the elevator and he's totally stuck. And then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, he's just like out and about with a gun.
Yeah. Well, he, I think what they kind of did was, they showed him, he knocked like the railing off of like the elevator, like, you know, the railing you like kind of lean on.
Yeah.
He like kicked that off the wall and then he used that to pry the door open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a quick scene they showed it, but he like pried his way out.
I think they just showed him like grab the pole. They didn't like actually show anything because like I was like he's screwed in there, and then like he was like walking out. I was like, what the fuck? How did he get out? I thought he was toast. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he just pried it open with that. That's the only thing I could think of, unless he's a ghost. You just go through walls.
Would you rather get murdered by your coworker or have the government detonate the bomb in your brain?
Would I rather get murdered? Would I rather murder my coworker or get murdered by my coworker?
Get murdered by your coworker. You're gonna die regardless, but like, would you rather like you get stabbed or shot, or would you rather like that thing blow up? I'm sure it's quick, but it's still like terrifying. Nobody can really explain the feeling of what a bomb inside your brain exploding feels like.
Yeah. Before they would go off, they would like hear like a noise, and they'd be like, their head would kind of hurt, and then they would explode. I think I would go with that though. It's quick, it's painless. Like some of the kills, like people run around with like meat cleavers.
Yeah,
you know, taking out people or doing, you know, hitting guys in the head with wrenches.
Yeah, that stinks.
I think I'd rather take the quick way out.
Yeah.
What about you?
I jumped off the roof already, so the question doesn't apply to me.
True. I forgot about that.
All right, so we have our new movie assignments for the next Thursday show.
What are you rating it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I give it a 6.9 sticks of dynamite.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just on par with any Saw movie.
Yeah, no, it's not. You know,
I think it got like a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it's not a cinematic masterpiece, but I think it's a very entertaining movie.
It was entertaining as shit.
Yeah,
87 minutes or something like that too.
Yeah, it was great to the point. Fun fact: that was actually based off of a Japanese movie called Battle Royale, which in that setting, it takes place on an island with a bunch of 8th grade Japanese kids.
Whoa.
Apparently the backstory is for some reason like the children are kind of running rampant in the country. Like there's not enough parents to watch the children, so as a way to kind of cut down on them, every year they send like one class to this island and they just have to fight each other to the death.
Whoa.
Kind of like a crazy combination, like Hunger Games in this.
They do bombs in the brain too?
Yeah, bombs in the brain. And they just like they start you off, they give each person a backpack, and like one person might have like a machine gun and like grenades, and another person might just have like a knife. Like it's all random.
Okay.
And you have to, like, it's kind of like Fortnite too, because you kill people and then you loot their shit.
Yeah.
And you keep going. It's a crazy movie. They actually made 2 of them.
Okay. Is it in Japanese?
It is.
All right. I don't want to watch it then. I hate movies. The only movie that I can do with subtitles in a foreign language is Passion of the Christ. Have you ever seen Passion of the Christ? Is action packed.
I watched it once. Actually, this was crazy. I was watching it, and there's that scene where he's like going through the Stations of the Cross, and he's walking through, and he looks in the crowd, and he sees like the face of the devil looking back at him
with that evil baby.
Yeah.
And
right as that happened, when I was watching it, there was like a lightning storm. There was like a huge lightning blast, and the power went out of my house.
Oh man!
Never went back to that movie.
Oh
yeah, never.
Well, you know what happens.
Yeah. It got spoiled.
Dude, Mel Gibson made the Jews look so horrible in that movie. Like he made it like it was 100% they were assholes. Like
That, that
Nothing
was,
on the road. I mean, the Romans look like saints.
that was before his tirade, right?
Yeah, but now you knew
Yes,
like the
he
whole
blowing
time
his
what his
lines.
intents were. Yeah, but like at the end, after like he dies and like a blood drop spills into the ground, like their temple like explodes, and all the Jewish people are like, "Ah!" running all around, like and they like cry. And then they realize that they made the mistake and killed the Messiah, and then all of a sudden Satan's in hell, just like woo! Look at all these fresh batch of souls that I'm
Yeah.
getting. Um, so yeah, moving on. So we have to assign each other movies for the next Thursday show. So what am I watching?
It's called Baskin. Now you just went on this.
Robbins?
No. Definitely not ice cream related. You just went on a tirade about foreign movies. This is actually a recommendation, like I said, by J Mac, hashtag Bomb Squad listener.
Oh, so it's gonna be terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Turkish horror movie. And these cops.
You know what? Don't even tell me anything about it. I just want to. I'm gonna go on blind. If it's that fucked
Okay.
up, I like
Yeah.
having no plot background at all.
Okay, fair. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. All
It's
right,
on
I'm
Netflix
excited.
too. It's on Netflix, so it's
I trust your cousin with movies then, because
Yeah.
he's got a movie podcast. So all right, I'm really excited. Is it like a quickie or is it a long movie?
it's fairly quick. I want probably like half an hour, maybe. Or no,
Only
no,
a
no,
half
no.
hour
Sorry,
movie?
sorry, hour and a half. Hour and a half. I meant.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's not a movie. It's a TV show. All right. So you're gonna watch Congo.
Congo. Okay, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, and it's free. I apologize to tons before the show. I forgot that I was giving him fucking movies that are like you have to buy. This entire time, I just wasn't even thinking. So yeah, Congo's free. Favorite movie?
Okay.
If you're talking to like 8-year-old Tom, you'd be like, "Are you watching Congo right now? Can I watch you?" I'd be able to sit like next to you and quote the entire movie.
Brief summary. What's that about? I know it's about a monkey kind of.
Yeah,
deal.
so they have a pet, like this professor slash scientist. He has a pet gorilla that he teaches sign language, and then like creates this device where when she does sign language, the thing can actually speak. So it's like a talking gorilla. So, Amy,
Okay.
hungry. Amy, want food. Like
Gotcha.
talking gorilla. It's pretty fucking hilarious. It's not a great movie. It's considered like a bomb of a film, but like
Okay.
it's really good. Trust me. And they have to go on this expedition to the Congo to bring her home because she starts communicating that she wants to go home and she's painting in the jungle and all this stuff. And then they get joined by like the people who fund it, who they have to go to the Congo for their own reasons. Then this other guy, the guy who does the voice for housekeeping,
Yeah.
show, he's in it.
Robert? Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Homolka. And he's just there to find the city of Zinj. And then
Okay.
yeah, it's just a wild ride.
that was a not so brief explanation, but
Sorry, I know every line in
Yeah,
this movie.
I
It's so
see.
great.
So all right, I'm excited for Congo.
Cool. All right. So number 3. So what recent movies have you seen? Do you think will be considered cult classic from years from now?
I got 2. First one is Idiocracy. You seen that?
I think that already is. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, you consider that? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that, and then another one.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Can you put that clip in there?
Sure. The other one is Inherent Vice.
I haven't seen that.
So it's about this like burnout, like personal a PI, personal investigator,
Yeah.
and he gets exactly. He it's played by Joaquin Phoenix. He's the personal investigator.
Ooh.
He's got a big beard and all that shit. But he has to find like this girl that went missing that happens to be his ex-girlfriend, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, I was looking through the list of actors.
Is that the one that Casey Affleck directed or wrote?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that. But I'm just gonna go through some of the actors in the movie, and not all of them are like have big roles, but they make appearances.
Mhm.
Joaquin Phoenix is the main character. Josh Brolin is like the antagonist. Michael Kenneth Williams, who's Omar from The Wire, he's in it. Benicio del Toro, Owen Wilson, Reese Witherspoon. You probably don't know this person, but a lot of listeners probably do. Belladonna.
Okay.
She's like an old school porn star. She has a couple of videos with baseball bats. I'll just leave it at that.
Whoa.
If you're interested, you can go do some research. Martin Short, and then Anders and Jillian from Workaholics.
Okay.
So this is like a bunch of people in there. It's it's a wild movie. There's like all kinds of crazy, ridiculous. Like each of those people plays a more ridiculous character than the next.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's on the list of movies I'm going to give you at some point.
That's to come. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So mine, this is a tough question. I just thought it was interesting. I knew you'd be able to answer it, no problem. But I put Django Unchained. I don't know if that because I feel like that kind of went under the radar a little bit.
I don't know. It kind of made
well, yeah, it was huge, I guess. Yeah,
it made a big fuss, but yeah, I feel like it was a little too mainstream to be a cult classic.
Yeah, it's just like the way that it was filmed and everything. It just seems like it's like got that cult classic like feel to it.
That's Tarantino though. Like Tarantino is a person who makes cult classic films mainstream. Like
that's why I said it. Yeah, because he does that, makes it just feel like it is a cult classic.
Yeah.
I saw that movie fucking 8 times in theaters. I love that movie.
It's a great movie. I mean, I love all of his movies. He's
except for Kill Bill.
You don't like Kill Bill?
Nah, dude. Kung Fu is stupid.
Oh my god, you're such a don't come at me talking shit about Kill Bill. Who the fuck are you? You think you're better than me?
Is Pulp Fiction his best movie, you think?
That's my favorite of his.
All right. So other than that, what do you think his best movie is?
I mean, Reservoir Dogs is a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Reservoir Dogs.
All right. I love Django #1 probably, but after that, and not including Pulp Fiction, I love True Romance.
That's one I've never seen.
Oh man,
that's
a good one.
We'll have to do that one at some point.
Dude, James Gandolfini's in that movie, and it's like he is so badass. It's like before anybody knew who Gandolfini was, and he's just like he just like Tarantino knew how to use him and just made him like the ultimate, like if you see Gandolfini, like you're dead.
Did you see a Hateful Eight?
Yeah, I hated it.
You hated it? I thought it was good. It was just way too long.
Yeah, it was after Django, so like I was so fired up to see it every day for like 2 years. Like I was like, cannot fucking wait for this movie. And me and my buddy Dante, who also we're both like huge Tarantino fans, it was just like it was a bust. I just thought it was a bust. I think I overhyped it in my brain too much.
Yeah.
But it was like Channing Tatum, like like out of the floorboards, like what the fuck. But didn't do it for me. But we got to move on to the next question. So, what is the least funny comedy movie that you've ever seen?
You ever heard of the movie Sideways? Paul Giamatti.
I love Sideways, where they go around wine country and.
Yeah, I feel like I might have watched it when I was like too young because I didn't really get it. But I remember when it came out, it was up for all these Oscars and shit. I was like, oh, like that looks interesting. Let me watch it. And I watched it. Didn't laugh once. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's meant to be like a comedy. It's more like just a fun tale with like some good jokes.
I'm pretty sure it was up for best comedy.
Oh, well, so was the Matt Damon and Mars movie.
That was up for comedy?
Yeah. What was that movie called?
Martian?
Yeah, Martian. That was up for best comedy.
That's ridiculous.
That was a shot at Matt Damon.
Because all of his
I've never seen it, but
okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it though.
I have Big Mama's House too. So me and my buddies, we were gonna go see Grandma's Boy, and we weren't 17 yet. I think we were like 15, and their parents wouldn't go take us, so we had to like just try to sneak in. And we did, and then we got caught and got kicked out of that theater. So we had to go to where our tickets were, which we bought tickets for Big Mama's House too, because we saw it was like the theater nearby it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the Seabiscuit Freddy versus Jason thing. Went in like I knew I was gonna hate it, but oh my god, was it so fucking terrible? Like we were like, let's get out of here. This is so bad.
Wait, so let me just clarify. This was the second one?
Yeah, Big Mama's House 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. And it was so bad. Like we gave it like 35, 40 minutes, and we were like, I can't take it anymore. Like these jokes are so stupid. The concept is stupid. So we got up and left, and we went to IHOP that was next door to the movie theaters, and we were with this huge fat kid, like he was massive, and the record pancakes eaten in a single serving by like a team of 4 was 47 pancakes, and we broke the record instead.
Oh shit!
So to put it in perspective, I had 2 pancakes, And then my two buddies had like maybe 5 each.
And this kid just ate like 37
This
pancakes.
kid ate like over 37 pancakes.
That was outrageous. How fat was this kid?
Huge. Huge kid.
Did you hear about IHOP though?
Yeah, I hob now.
IHOP, House of Burgers. What the fuck, man?
So like, are they not serving breakfast anymore?
I think they might still be, but they're just like trying to rebrand, I guess. Just like why? Like what other like pancake restaurants are there out there?
Perkins.
Yeah, I guess Perkins, but IHOP's definitely bigger, I feel like.
Yeah.
I
Perkins,
see. Yeah.
Perkins is my shit. I love Perkins.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got Denny's too. Denny's kind of
Denny's, Bob Evans. I'm a huge fan of. Bob Evans is probably number 2 for me.
Okay. Never been there.
Cracker Barrel's great.
Cracker Barrel, yeah. Cracker Barrel is really good.
Yeah, but if you're traveling west and you have a long drive and you see Cracker Barrel restaurants everywhere, I would just hold off and wait until you see a Bob Evans, because Bob Evans will change your fucking life. Okay, they have great eggs and great bacon. It's unbelievable.
What about ham?
Yeah, and bacon and ham. So that brings us into our world famous segments. All right. Thank you, Taylor Hicks. So our first segment, we got a Tones Bones. Do you have a bone to pick today, or is it just me?
No, I have one too.
Okay, cool.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So long Snapchat story, people, or just direct Snapchats where it's like fucking 10 minutes. Like it's just videos of like a guy walk. Cause I have a lot of gay people that I'm friends with on Snapchat now. And they're typically the people who do this. Like, buddy, I don't need to see your entire adventure of walking to your terminal. Like,
yeah.
Like it's like a selfie every couple seconds, then like walk in making like an inside joke with your friend that nobody else will fucking get. Like it's just like, what are you doing? Like, why do I have to see this? What fucking purpose was it to put this in your story? Like, other than for me to, I guess, know where you are. None of it is entertaining. None of it's funny.
You're not as interesting as you think. You're
coming off as a big, hey, look at me guy. Like that's all that this is. And it's like I do this thing too, where if you're doing that and I'm sick of it, I'll stop. So that way, you know, like when you're watching like the tallies of your watches, you see a drop off like 37, 37, 36. Like, and then you're like, whoa, who stopped watching? You go through and find it.
My story.
Tom didn't like the story. But like my one of my cousins, she used to do this. She's a direct cousin too. She's like, she shares the same last name as me. I had to like literally go out and remove her from my Snapchat. Instead of not watching, I removed her from my Snapchat friends.
To let her know.
She sent me one back, like assuming that I probably made a mistake, and I never accepted it. She would take about 40 Snapchats, no joke, like 40 individual pictures and video clips of her watching The Bachelor with her friends, drinking wine, just like getting together, taking selfies. And it's just like a montage of selfies, them laughing, girl doing something fucking goofy. Oh, look, there's Meredith, like watching Bachelor. It's like, I couldn't do it. Like, I'm like, I just want to take my fucking phone and throw it out the goddamn fucking window right now. Like, and when you get me to that fucking stage of anger through Snapchat, an app that I'm here trying to enjoy, I got to get you off my friends list. And that's it. I don't give a shit if you're blood. I don't care. If you're annoying, you're fucking annoying, and you're fucking out. That's it. So there's a word of the wise to everybody. If you're making long ass Snapchats that are over 30 seconds, like knock it off. Nobody gives a shit. Okay. Yeah. Unless you're like at Six Flags or something like that, taking cool videos of coasters or something.
Yeah, no one cares about the concert that you're at. Because first of all, whatever you're recording is just a bunch of random flashing lights. And
I am guilty. I'm guilty of that. I do that a lot. And I feel terrible. I every time I'm at a Metallica show, I'm like, Creeping Death, gotta get this. And like, I only do that because I know the people who are watching kind of want to see the set list. I mean, like, not everybody, only like certain people.
That's what you think, but no one cares.
Yeah, but nobody cares. Yeah. But I also like, it's an easier way to save it to your phone afterwards.
That's true.
But it's just a habit. Like, I always have to record it. Like when I'm at Metallica, it's only Metallica. I don't do it at Bruce that much, but yeah, I see where you're coming from.
That's why I got off of, that's why I don't use Snapchat anymore, and Instagram stories. I don't use it anymore either. It's just like, especially because on there you have like people who are kind of famous and they'll like be like pushing their products and shit at you. It's like, I don't want to be sold like this NutraFit tea or something.
Yeah, it's like, what makes you think that we give a shit what you're doing right now? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't see it. You know, unless you're at a really cool place, worth it. But if you're like having a glass of wine with like a friend or something, you put like a boomerang cheers or something. It's just like Sundays. They're like, fuck you. What a waste of 3 seconds of my life.
Oh, sweet. You had nachos. Great. I'm glad you had nachos tonight.
Awesome for you. Great.
Nachos. 3 margaritas. Wow. Good for you.
It's Friday. Getting drunk.
I know it's Friday.
I fucking know that. Leave me alone. Oh, man. So anyway, that's my bone. So what do you got?
Okay. So I have a bone. I have these Bluetooth headphones, right? Like little like earbuds that I wear when I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
So like I keep one in my ear so I could like, talk to people, talk to customers, whatever. And I got my hat, my wool hat. I pull it down over my ear so you can't see it. You don't know what I'm doing. And they work great for a while. And then I didn't use them for a couple of days, and they became unpaired with my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to repair them. And now that I repaired them, they'll just randomly disconnect. And like to reconnect it, I have to take my phone out of my pocket.
Go to the settings, go to Bluetooth, find the device, connect it, and then carry on. Yeah,
exactly. But while this is all going on, like I'm doing stuff with the fish, so either my hands are dirty or I'm wearing gloves.
Oh yes,
that have like shit on them, and it's like it's usually good, it'll be good for like an hour or two, but every once in a while, like in a 20-minute span, it'll disconnect like 5 times.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't want to have to keep taking my fucking gloves off, walking to the other end of the fucking room, grabbing more gloves. Like, it's just a pain in the ass. Like, just fucking work. It's not that hard. The phone's in my pocket, the earbuds in my ear. They're less than 3 feet apart. You should not become disconnected.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you should become disconnected.
No.
You're just being lazy and inconsiderate.
Do your fucking job, headphones. Maybe this is a call. You got to reinvest in some new ones.
Yeah, that might be an option. I was looking at the iPhone ones, but they're like $200. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I got these for $50.
I don't need the Bluetooth ones. Like I always have the big beats. I need because I need to maximize sound. I need it to be as loud as possible.
Yeah, these ones I just use for work. I can't really have wires, and I don't want to have I have to have like at least one ear open because my hearing is really bad to begin with. So
yeah,
I have to because they make announcements over the PA system. I have to talk to people constantly, so I keep one ear in. Like it has 2 earphones. I just use one.
That's just a frustrating ordeal right there. I'm frustrated for you.
Thank you. You should be.
Okay, we have to move on. I got to cool down too.
Okay.
So we have a new segment. So hit me with a hallelujah. And we'll get a soundbite in there too. All right. So we're going to talk to the spirit box. So let me go get that ready to go. And I have questions that you're supposed to answer when you do shit like this. That way you don't accidentally get a demon, which would be terrible. We really don't want that. And I know Tones hates when I do this and talk to ghosts, but we are going to see if we can talk to one. So let's see what we got. How's that sound?
That's good.
Okay. I'm in Baltimore. It's June 11th, and it's 6:06 p.m. We are recording a kick-ass podcast right now with my co-host Tones. You helped him with his power the other day. So we were just wondering. I'm going to sound like an idiot while I'm doing this, by the way, but don't make fun of me. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak with us? Is there anyone out there? I think I heard him say podcast.
I heard us in there.
What is your name? Did you hear that?
We say Phil?
No, he said Tom.
He said Tom?
Yeah.
Did you say Tom?
Did you say Tom? Tom, are you there?
My street.
Oh, I heard my street. Okay, how old are you? Is Steven there? Steven? Okay, there he is. Do you hear him?
Yeah.
Steven, how old are you? You hear 30?
Yeah.
Steven, where are you? Oh, shit. Okay. I wonder if could you really hear it? Could you hear him say 30?
I thought he said 14. I keep hearing stuff, but I keep hearing it different. Maybe because it's coming through the mic.
Yeah. When you hear it back, maybe you will. Steven, where are you? AC? Steven, are you in AC? Do you remember me, Tom? We were talking the other day. You helped me fix my buddy's power. All right. Do you have any questions you want to ask? I'm not really getting through right now. They're making me look bad.
Why are you making Tom look bad?
Why are you guys making me look bad?
I don't know.
Is anybody in heaven? No.
You're not very talkative today.
No, they're not talkative today. Maybe if I speed it up a little bit. Steven. Oh, you hear that?
What do you say?
It's Steven. Steven, where are you?
Steven, are you in heaven?
Are you in heaven? No demons allowed, by the way. Strict policy. All right. Not working today.
No.
We'll get it better for next time. They do talk. I'm telling you.
You keep saying that. I haven't heard it yet, though.
Well, remember when your power got fixed? You think that was a coincidence? I'm sure if we hear back, like after we recorded, I bet you we hear some stuff. We just missed it.
Yeah. We'll listen back. We'll listen back.
All right. Yeah. All right. So that was Talking Ghosts, the Spirit Box talk. So we'll workshop it a little bit. Maybe it came out better than we thought. They talk really fast. A lot going on. But anyway, so that brings us to our third segment, which is a riddle. I haven't done one in a while. So we have our riddle master, Tones, who's ready to answer the riddle. So please begin the very intense music. You have 1 minute to answer this question. So Tones, what gets wet when drying?
What gets wet when drying?
Begin the timer right now.
A towel.
Yep. That was an easy one. It's been a while.
Yeah.
You know, so I got a sound bite in there too.
Okay, hold on.
Just write down stained. This that way I remember.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So segment number 4, we have a deal or no deal spelling bee challenge. So my over the line tally, obviously I completely erased after getting electrocuted on yesterday's show, or the Saturday show rather. So we have to kind of get my over the line because we've naturally avoided being offensive.
Pieces of shit. Yeah.
We're not trying to, like, we're just like really, I guess it's just been drilled into our mind that you just don't want to have to do the electricity stuff. So you just behave a little bit more. So this is a way to naturally get over the line. So I have to spell a word today.
Yep. It's your turn.
Okay. All right. So, and obviously I accept since I have a clean slate and I could go to -1 over the lines if I get this right.
Okay. Your word is fustigate.
Fustigate?
Yeah, fustigate.
Is it what kind of word is that?
It is a verb.
It's a verb. I'm an idiot. I think I got it right there. I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
Fustigate.
Correct.
Bang. Yes. My brain has been firing today. I'm on fire. Just like crushing deals, selling hot sauce, like no big deal. Yeah, nice. It's just I was on a roll today. Carried over into the show. All right, so that brings us to our 5th segment, which is a Ask a Gay Pride Month. So we're going to be hitting you with a lot of gay stuff this month, like we always do anyway on any other month.
All right, so this isn't so much a question about gay people, but just a question like, do you know like the brothers that wrote the Matrix movies?
No.
the Wachowski brothers. I don't really know much about them. I just remember the name, the Wachowski brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out they're the Wachowski sisters now.
Oh, both of them?
Both of them, yeah. They both got sex changes. They're now Lily and Lana Wachowski. It's just a bizarre story, you know.
Yeah.
I get like me. I guess like if they're, but they're not identical. That's like I could see identical twins both like having that urge to make the switch.
Yeah,
but they're not.
They actually had like sex change operations, or they just dress up like chicks. Did they get their dicks cut off, or?
I don't know all the details. I just know that they dress like that. They have the makeup, and their names are Lily and Lana, and like everywhere on the internet, is Wachowski sisters now.
Okay,
so
that's
like,
fucked up. Yeah,
they've made the transition. It's just crazy. Like, do you think they like bang each other? They have to, right?
100%. That's like a case of incest, I'd say.
I didn't want to like go too out on a limb and say that, but I thought I was kind of crazy. Like, yeah, they definitely bang each other.
Well, I don't know. It's different because I don't understand trannies at all. Like I just know about what being gay is. And I could imagine, like, because I always thought about this, like, imagine you come out as gay, but you have a closet brother who's gay. And like, once you come out, they probably will never come out. I would think I'd be like Operation Fuck That, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that. There could be that case. But like, I mean, the tranny thing is a little weird. Like if you're both having the transgender mindset, like, you know, I could see it, but it's just a little weird because they're in Hollywood and they're famous. I could see it being a goof too.
No, these guys, like, you've seen The Matrix, right? Like, they're not goof guys. Like, they don't goof around. Like, they're pretty serious about their shit.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. I was actually watching Family Guy the other day, and like that's how I found out. Like, they just in the middle of a scene, like Peter turned to the camera and he's just like, I just want to remind everyone that the Wachowski brothers are now the Wachowski sisters. I'm just like, wait a minute.
That's fucked up. Yeah, I'd have to look into it. I think there's just some incest going on there, and they wanted to try scissoring a little bit.
I mean, they were definitely fucking before, and now they're fucking after. They're just like, we got bored of like fucking each other as dudes. Let's fuck each other as chicks.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm a big whatever floats your boat guy, but that would be unsettling if they were at my house.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want that.
No. And no demons either.
No demons.
I want to make that clear.
Be gone.
All right, so we have our sixth and final segment, which is a stay woke.
Okay.
What do we got?
So this one is kind of a like I made this one up on my own. This is kind of like how my brain works sometimes. So, and it's not so much a conspiracy theory. Like I can't name it. It's not like a JFK theory or like a moon landing theory. Kind of just like my theory of evolution. So it all starts back, maybe 10,000, 20,000 years ago.
That's it.
We'll just like, this is like what I've gotten to so far.
Okay.
Right? Still a work in progress. So like the Sphinx in Egypt and a couple other things in Egypt are like, they've carbon dated them and they're like 10,000 years old. Meanwhile, no, I'm sorry, they date back to 10,000 BC. So it's like 12,000.
Okay.
Egypt started popping up around 4,000 BC. That's when they started kind of working on the pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 6,000 years between there, that's a pretty huge fucking gap.
Yeah.
So if we were building sphinxes back then, and then we don't, it just kind of nothing, and then start building again, there's like, we don't really know what's in there. And we always hear these stories about, the city of Atlantis, all these great cities with all these great technologies that just don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So my theory is, and this kind of plays into the fact that the monkeys have officially, like chimps have officially entered the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So what my theory is whoever built all that old shit 10,000 years ago, Atlantis, all these other lost cities, they were another race of advanced, of smart, intelligent beings that evolved before us, and we were the monkeys. And then they left Earth to go explore the universe, but before they left, they gave us and nobody else a little bit of their DNA to get the intelligence. And then we kind of,
or somebody had sex with an ape.
That's always a
That's how they
possibility
got the
too.
DNA.
That's theory B. Um, but so yeah, they gave us their DNA, and they're kind of seeing if we get to a point of intelligence where we could be on their level and we could join the Galactic Federation, like I mentioned in previous episodes.
Mm.
And then one day we're going to do the same with the chimps because now they're entering the Stone Age, and they probably.
I don't think our brains are. We don't give a shit. Once they go extinct, they go extinct. Right? We really is that? Well, maybe Elon Musk is a crazy son of a bitch. That might be his next thing. Going fuck. He can go have sex with a chimp, you know,
Yeah.
and then like the chimp kind of has babies, the little Elon Musk babies, and then like you know they start developing into
Yeah.
Elon Musk's over time.
I mean, that's my theory, though, that, there's basically we were given some other kind of alien DNA.
So we're all aliens.
Yeah.
In this theory.
Yeah. Partly.
Well, I mean, it would make sense because,
I mean, why? Like, obviously, other species are getting smarter. Like, you could see it. You could study like how monkeys are. The chimps are in the Stone Age. Like, they're using tools. They're using tools to dig, to hunt. Very rudimentary tools, but they're using tools.
Yeah.
And we were there at one point. So how can we advance so much quicker than all of these other species?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense because we're really not that smart. Like, a lot of us are pretty fucking stupid.
Well, you are. I'm not. But yeah, no, I mean, this is probably a classic like stoner kind of question. But like if we did evolve from chimps and apes and stuff, how come there's still chimps and apes like through and through? How come not everybody just evolved to us?
I don't think we evolved directly from them, but we came from the same like ancestry tree.
Okay.
So like at some point we were all kind of in the same tree, and then they kind of branch out. Genetic mutations, different kind of species arise way down,
Right.
way back. And then I think we just came from the same kind of tree.
Okay. All right. I don't buy it. But it is interesting.
It's hoopla, yeah.
It's hoopla, yeah. I mean, who am I to say that it's hoopla? But maybe that they just took some time off. Maybe a couple sandstorms happened and like they just disappeared and got killed, and like they just had to like repopulate. And you never know. I mean, like if a sandstorm happens and you live in the desert, which probably happens frequently. I don't know. Have you seen Mad Max? Like,
well back then, I don't know if it was necessarily a desert back then. Oh, I guess it kind of was. I feel like they had more vegetation back then, though.
Yeah, but they also just, sandstorms happen. You're just like out and about. You just get buried in the sand and there's nothing you can do about it. And you die. And then like, you take a couple thousand years off from, writing. That's probably what happened. I think it was sandstorms. Get a little sandstorm up in there.
It's like, hey, Tom, why are you late for work? Well, let me tell you. I caught in a sandstorm.
All right. So that gets us to a commercial break, and then we'll have our classic 4-pack of questions. All right. Thank you, Kane. So Tones, who or what is universally liked?
I gotta go with Bill Murray, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Bill Murray. Like he just, there's all these stories of him just like showing up to random places, random parties, and just like enjoying himself. He just seems like a guy that you want around.
Yeah, I think he's lost his touch though recently. I think he tries way too hard. Like I feel like he's just this guy where whenever he's at a public event, he has to be the spotlight, the future, the guy making you laugh. Like whenever he's on these pro-am golf tournaments, like every single moment he's just trying to make like a ridiculous joke. Like he'll just like go over to like this random person in the crowd and just be like, take pictures, fall into their lap or whatever. It's like, dude, you're holding up 3 groups. Let's go. Like I get that you're Bill Murray. It's hilarious, but let's go. Let's play some golf.
I think he's just at that point where he's older and he just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I just want to do this, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah, I think he just needs the laughs to keep going. It's what fuels him. But you gotta love Bill Murray.
Yeah, how could you not?
Yeah. I put down Shawshank Redemption. I think that's pretty right.
Yeah, that's a universally loved movie.
It's pretty. It's like pretty damn close to 100%. Like, like it's either you haven't seen it or you've seen it. And you're like, yeah, Shawshank. Yeah.
It's like even I don't like Forrest Gump, but I love Shawshank.
Yeah, you would have been pissed if you were like our age that year because Shawshank lost to Forrest Gump in the Best Picture that year. I think that was the case. I think it was 91. It was somebody lost to Unforgiven too. It might have been Shawshank that lost to the Unforgiven. It was one or the other, Forrest Gump or The Unforgiven, or both of them lost to The Unforgiven. I can't remember. It was a very long time ago. All right. So, all right. Good talk. We'll go to question 2. What's legal but still feels like it's illegal?
For some reason, whenever I go to buy alcohol,
I have that down too.
okay, I always feel like I'm
Same
doing
exact
something
thing.
wrong. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna find out. Like, it's like, wait, no, it's not a fake. But like, what if he thinks it's fake?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you
Yeah,
still
I'm
might think it's
26
fake.
and you go up and you're going to buy beer. You just feel nervous the entire time for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I don't understand it. And it's like I walk in, like I still think it's ridiculous. I get carded with this beard. It's like,
Yeah.
what 17-year-old is growing a beard like this?
Yeah. A lot actually these days.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
don't really hang out with many 17-year-olds, so I don't
There are
know.
a lot of Italians who are able to grow just massive amounts of hair very early.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
it always feels weird.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, like you grew up with alcohol before you were legally able to consume it, so I guess like alcohol just came with that tag of
Yeah.
trying to like hide it. Like you got to sneak
Right.
it in places, you got to
Yeah.
get the fake ID, and like it's just the whole process growing up. I guess it just never really goes away.
Yeah, it's like a whole game. It's like, how do you get it? How do you like hide it? How do you conceal it?
Yeah, because if you
Yeah.
fuck it up, the night is ruined. There is
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you just have weed, which is fine. But
yeah,
it'd be great to have two
Absolutely.
totally different kind of parties. It's
Yeah.
one is you get high and just play N64 until the end of time, or the other one is just like let's go out and pretend to go want to have sex with girls.
classic.
Classic. All right. So question number 3. So who is your favorite fictional character of all time and why?
We were talking about this movie before. Jules Winfield, Samuel L. Jackson's character in Pulp Fiction.
Okay. I thought Jules. I thought you were thinking of the linebacker from Remember the Titans, Julius.
No. No, yeah, he's just. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, you gotta love him. Everything he does, he's just like the coolest cat.
Yeah.
And this movie, it doesn't. Like the whole, English motherfucker. Do you speak it? Say what again? I'm gonna put some clips in there. Put some Jules with clips in there.
You know what he was great in was Die Hard 3.
Yes,
Die Hard with the Vengeance, I think. Yeah.
I watched it. One time I watched it on like TNT or something with all like the curses edited, and it was the most hilarious like dub overs for him.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Bruce Willis goes to hand him a gun. He was like, I don't know how to use it. He's like, you don't know how to use it? He's like, what? You think all what he meant to say, or what he says in the movie is you racist motherfucker think all black people know how to use guns, and he called him a racist melon farmer. Melon farmer.
The funniest is when they had to do the editing for Big Lebowski and like TBS when he's like bashing the car up and he's saying like this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, and like they kept like rotating. He's like, this is what happens when you feed a stranger in the Alps. You see what happens, Larry? I think one of them was like, this is what happens when you feed a stranger scrambled eggs. It was bizarre. But yeah, so I have Jack Bauer down. Big Jack Bauer guy. We have a guest. Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Tones.
no, you're good.
No, you. I have Jack Bauer.
Okay, yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer just like you knew he would always get it done, and sometimes it was a little messy. It would be bad on paper, like he's torturing a lot of people. Okay, like it was bad.
Did he do like some heroin at some point? Was he like?
Yeah, he got addicted because he got kidnapped by the Chinese and he was in torture camps and they got him addicted to opium. So I think that's the same thing. But yeah, he got out of it though. I remember like me and my dad like religiously fucking love Shawshank. I mean, yes, Shawshank, but 24. And there's like one season, I think it was like season 7. There's a nuclear device in Los Angeles, like ready to go off, and you're like, all right. It was episode 1 of the season. It's like, all right, we're fucking in, baby. 24 is back, and there's a nuke in LA. And then like Jack Bauer's like going through it. He's like, it's Jack Bauer. He's gonna find it, fix it, this and that. And then like 5 minutes left in the episode, fucking nuke blows and kills like all of Los Angeles. Yeah, it was so crazy. Me and my dad were like, "What, Jack?"
So I guess like the rest of the season was him finding those people, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's I mean,
like that was like, oh my god, Jack Bauer is like outmatched like for the first time ever.
yeah.
It was like one of those.
Imagine
did you
going off in LA.
I've never because a lot of people like tailed off towards the later seasons of Jack, like in 24. I think most people like definitely saw the first 3 seasons, and then you slowly kind of fell away. And I picked up on it in season 5.
Okay.
And then we'd catch up on the side in between episodes. It's always Monday Night 24. It's great. Monday Night 24 was the best night. Like right now, I'd be like 24 tonight. Let's go. I might fucking revive that. I might go back and watch 24.
That's a show I haven't like I've seen very little of it. Like I know it's like everyone talks about how great of a show it is, and I know it probably is. I just haven't, for whatever reason, watched it yet.
Yeah, it's just sucks you in. It's incredible. Like it's just like the White House like is just huge in it, and then it's like Special Agent Jack Bauer, and like he works with counter-terrorist units, and it's like he's just got the big jobs, and he's unorthodox, but he 99% of the time gets the job done. So I love Jack Bauer. What a guy. What an American hero. Okay, we need a statue of Jack Bauer. Okay, so question 4 to wrap up the classic 4-pack and the show. What car screams I'm a prick?
My answer, I got those pickup trucks that are like so wide in the back that they have like 6 wheels.
Yeah.
Like they have an extra 2 wheels on each side. And you really need 6 wheels, motherfucker? Like who are you? Think you gotta walk like
well, I feel like a lot of them need to tow like boat, they need to get boats out of water and stuff, and they need the power, but like I can get it if it's like one of those trucks, but it's like severe, like totally lifted high. So it's like a monster truck. It's like, dude.
Yeah, what are you trying to prove? Like, I don't know if you remember the street we lived on. There was that one guy that had that like the Ford F-150, like the fucking huge, like all black one.
Yeah.
Like, he was part of the Shield.
And he was like an accountant. It was like, what do you need that fucking beast for?
Yeah. And the street we lived on was so hard to find parking, and it was on a hill, and it was all parallel parking. So like you had to parallel park either like rolling down the hill like backwards or forward, and it was like hit this giant fucking truck, and it's just like, what are you trying to like? I was happy with my little Civic. I just fucking slid right into the spot. Like, I saw him up there just trying to. You remember?
Well, sorry to interrupt you, but I had to say it now before I forget. My neighbor down the street, he's got a big truck like you're describing. Like he works construction, but he's got a fuck it bumper sticker on like the back window where it's like a guy humping the word it. He's got a ball sack in the back of the car. He's got NRA stuff. Like he's like, you take away my freedom, don't take away my guns, sort of thing. And like, it got a guy pissing on like something stupid. Like, I'm like, bro,
this guy sounds like a prick. I mean,
you are a prick. Like, I do not want to hang out with you, and I haven't even met you. I just saw the fucking back of your car. I mean, come on.
This is all I need to know.
Also, if I see a Bernie Sanders bumper sticker on somebody's car too, I'm like, that guy sucks. I bet. Like, that guy
anybody who has political bumper stickers, get out of my.
Anybody who has political bumper stickers in general, like, fuck off. Unless it's like a mayor for like that's in an upcoming election that you really care about, in like your local city or like state government or something, maybe.
Yeah, even still,
yeah, it's, I don't know. Whenever I see Bernie Sanders, I'm just like, look at that moron. It's probably some chick with little fucking pigtails who wants to yell at you, get in your face. Fucking chauvinistic son of a bitch. Okay, so that's the end of the show. You got any post-show thoughts?
No.
Okay, neither do I. All right, so everybody go out there, kick ass this week. We'll talk to you soon. I'm traveling, unfortunately, this week, so we're probably not going to be talking to you until next weekend, where Tones will be getting his nipple shocked. Unless I'm able to swing something, then we'll have a Tuesday show for you where we can do another interview. But looking like it's going to be a Saturday show coming up for a TNT Punishment Challenge. So until then, we'll talk to you later, Bomb Squad.